Walks with Moss. Today we are going on another lake scouting adventure. There's a lake nearby that, based on its name, would make me think it's deep, unless someone was just being silly when they named it. I want to go see it. Bella just desperately needs to go hiking. Look at her. Oh my gosh. I'm holding her like this because she'd jump on me and her paws are filthy. Okay, so this lake, I hope it's big. I've plotted it out on the map and I think I found a route that should get to it. I can't tell from the map if it has a shoreline or not. Only way to find out is to walk down the road and see what we can see. So let's go do it. This way, Bella. According to my map, the lake is about a mile from the car, and we're getting really close to it. The map didn't show a road going to the lake, but it showed a road that goes really close to the lake. I suspect there will be some sort of motorcycle trail when we get to the end of the road here. We're getting close anyway. Any minute now, we will be finding out if it's a lake that I can fish or if it's just a pretty swamp. I see some flags here. Could be this flag is marking the way to the lake, but I don't think so. We're getting close though. The road starts to go uphill and curve away from the lake right here, which makes this be the most logical place for a trail. I'm not really seeing anything that resembles a trail yet though. I'll wander up this hill just a little bit, but not too far, because I don't think that's going to get us to the lake, but you never know. It's still quite a ways back in there. Oh wait, do I see something? Oh, I think we found a trail right here. And I think I see a lake way up there ahead. Okay, I guess we'll head off into the brush right here, even though this is a little bit more brush crashing than I had in mind. It does look like there's sort of a trail here, and just the fact that I can see the lake ahead makes me want to go for it, even though it's quite a ways in. Let's do it. This isn't really a trail, but it looks like it's been traveled some. I'm glad it seems to be a good year for yellow jackets, or make that a bad year for yellow jackets and a good year for us. Haven't run into any yet this year, except for in my own yard. It looks like what passes for a trail is going to go down this way here. I sure hope this is something decent, but I don't know if it will be, because normally if the lake is halfway decent, there's a good trail going to it. I would not call this a good trail. This does not look as much like a angler's route as it looks like a animal's route. An animal's route to get down to the water to have a drink. We'll see. This is it. I can see it now. So what's your best guess? Is this going to be a nice little fishable lake? Or is it going to be a hideous little mosquito swamp? What do you think it's going to be? Yeah, here we go. What have we got? It's not looking too great, honestly. But there could be some fish in here. I don't know. Yeah, I think whoever named this lake was just being silly. But let's make our way down there. Getting soaked, absolutely soaked. But let's make our way as close to this. I'm gonna call it a swamp. Let's make our way down as close to this swamp as we can get. Yeah, here it is. Whoever named this had a sense of humor. Or maybe they were a real estate agent that wanted to make people think this was a prime lake. I don't know. Bella likes it. I don't think there's really any point in trying to fish here, though. It's a beautiful spot anyway, and now we've ticked another lake off our list. I really had high hopes for this one, though, because the name of this lake on the map is Deepwater Lake. I don't think so. I don't think so. I can smell a lot of mint though. It's not a wasted trip. We got some exercise and I'm going to go over there and harvest some mint. And there is another lake I want to look for, which I have even lower hopes for than I had for this one. But we may as well look for it. Have to go back to the car to look for that one though. Look at Bella being a Springer Spaniel, springing through the grass. Having fun, buddy? She loves places like this. Having fun? Yeah, she's having fun. Let's gather some spearmint and then get out of here. Here's our nice spearmint. Tons of it everywhere. So this is how I harvest it. I just take about this much off the top of each one. I went ahead and dug a few clumps of this up to plant at my house. I've got an area in my new yard that's really swampy. Hopefully I can have a nice big field of spearmint at my house. Someday I won't even need to go to a lake to get spearmint. There, see how she springs? Apparently that's how springers got their name. I wasn't sure if it was because they spring when they run through the swamps, or if it's because they spring game. Oh, come here and show us what a Springer Spaniel does. Come on, Springer. Do some springing. There we go. Boing-o-matic fluffy floof, I've heard him called. No, there we go. Look at that. Boing-o-matic flingy floof. Goodbye, shallow water swamp. It might be pretty here in the winter. Maybe it's even kind of deep then. It certainly isn't deep now. Oh boy. How did we get here even? I don't even know. I guess we'll figure it out. I do best finding my way out of places when I don't even try to think about how I got there. I just wander intuitively, and then I generally end up back on the exact same path where I started, which is going to be over here. There's a Pepsi can. Tells me we must be on the trail. We moved the car and now we're going to look for another lake, one that we tried to find the other day. Well, didn't really try to find because we got distracted. Anyway, there's supposed to be a lake up here in a mile or so, and I'm actually navigating to it with Google Earth at the moment. Yeah, it says we're half a mile from a lake up this road. It doesn't look like much on my map. I really don't have high hopes for this, but once again, there's only one way to find out what this is. It's not looking at it on the satellite. It's actually hiking to it. And we are on an old paved road. I don't know anything about the history of this road. It's kind of interesting to find abandoned paved roads though. This definitely is not as pretty of an area as where we were earlier today. This has all been logged. And there's a giant slash pile right there. They're just waiting for permission in the right time of year. There's another one there. And then they'll burn these slash piles. And I have no doubt they are going to fill the skies with smoke when they do. Look at that. Giant piles. But maybe I can come back a year after they burn that and find some fire morels. Certainly plenty of firewood right there. Wow. I think the idea with the plastic is just keep one little area dry, and then when it's time to burn it, throw a whole bunch of diesel fuel on it and light it, I think. I think that's what they do. Probably a lot of critters living in there. I hope they all get out in time. This is the tree farm, in case you were confusing this with a forest. There's rows of slash here on this hillside, several rows. I assume it's been laid out this way to help cut back on erosion. Looks like they found some old motorcycle tires back when they were logging this road, whatever this is. Old mossy motorcycle tires. Gosh, they look like good ones. They must not have been if they got discarded. There's another one on that post over there. According to Google, our lake is a quarter of a mile up here on the right. Hey buddy, let's find the water. We are 400 feet away from the body of water we're looking for. It's going to be right back in there. What do you think? Is it going to be big enough to fish? What do you think? I didn't even bring my fishing rod. That's what I think. I just hope we can even reach it. It looks like maybe a little bit of a path here. It's going to be just up here. We gotta walk over all of this stuff to get to it. Pretty easy going. Honestly, this is way easier going than I thought it would be to reach this. Only because they logged so close to it. Here it comes. Coming into view. Yep, it's a little swamp. It's just a little swamp. There's probably some spearmint down there. I don't know if there's any way to reach it though. I can see some water. Let's see if we can get a little closer look at this. Bella, show us the lake. Come back this way. Bella! Bella, come back this way. Show us where this lake is. Come on, buddy. Come on, come straight across. I want to see you swim. Bella, come on. Bella, let's go. Nope, she is hot on the trail of something. Probably a rabbit. It's pretty much only a rabbit that'll make her totally ignore me when I call her. There she goes. It's too bad I can't mount a camera to Bella. It'd be some interesting footage, but I just don't think a camera would last. She'd knock it off in the brush immediately. She's still gone over on the far shore. I'd like to get just a little closer, but I don't know. We'll go this way a little bit. Here's a thorny tree, or you think this is a, I don't know, it might be a crab apple. It's not something you want to tangle with, whatever it is. Ouch. Yeah, that's the GPS telling me that we've arrived. Oh, she went in the water anyway. She's springing. She's springing. She's springing. Bella, come back. Bella, Bella, cut straight across the water. Come on, let's see you swim. Bella, this way. This way. There you go. Show us the water. There we go. There we go. Now she's in the water. She is so excited. Come on, sweetheart. Come on, sweetheart. Okay. Bella found the water. I don't think we're gonna try to get... Oh, she's bleeding. Bella, come here. Bella, come back here. Come here. Come here. What do you do to yourself? You get so excited, you just don't think about your own safety, do you? Looks like just a little scratch on her nose. That's her breeding. She's been bred and trained to not care about her own safety. Bella, come back. When I took Patches to the vet one time and she had a big cut and wasn't showing any pain, the vet said something like, She's a Springer Spaniel. She doesn't need to feel pain. Bella, let's get out of here. Come on, buddy. Let's get out of here. I'm not sure where Bella's skid plate is, but she doesn't seem to need it anymore. She seems to have learned not to try to go up banks that she can't go up and ends up sliding down on her belly. But after today's performance, I think I'll start putting that skid plate back on her. She doesn't care at all that she's bleeding. But if she got hurt, oh boy. It would be expensive if it was an injury that had to be fixed, because there's just no vets. We're established with a veterinarian and we have an appointment in January. This is July. That's how long it takes to get in. And that vet isn't even taking new clients. As an existing client, that's how long it's taking us to get into the vet. So if Bella had any sort of injury, she'd have to go to the emergency vet in Olympia, and it would cost at least $1,000. Last time it was $1,600. She's over there pooping, that's why I'm not pointing the camera at her. How you doing, sweetheart? I'm amazed you don't poke your eye out. Let's go home. Looks like just a little cut. Let me see, oh come on, hold still long enough for me to look at it. Please let me look at it. Yeah, just a little cut, she'll be fine. Let's go home. We've explored every little lake I wanted to find back in this one area now. So my curiosity is satisfied. None of them are any good. The best one is the beaver pond one. Didn't see any fish in it. It could have cutthroat in it. It's selective gear rules, and you can't keep wild trout or wild cutthroat, and they don't stock it, so you can't keep any trout in there. We might go back there because it's pretty. That's the one where we ran into all those dogs on a recent video. That's the only decent one back here. But just up the road a little ways, up the main road, we found a really, really good bass lake, and we have a good trout lake up there too. And we will make many trips back to those. I really wanted to go out and make a video of me catching yellow perch in my kayak, but when I took my kayak out the first time this summer, it had a great big cut or tear in it on one of the seams. It's a folding kayak, and it's unusable. I put in a warranty claim, and they've made a shipping label that says they're going to send me a new one, but no indication of when that's going to happen. So I don't know how long I'm going to be without a kayak this summer. It's already the very end of July. I'm going to have to call Tuck Tech and see what's going on there. That's going to wrap up this little adventure for the day. Just gonna head back to the car and go home. If you made it this far through the video, thanks for watching, and I appreciate you hitting the like button and the subscribe button and the comments. And I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.